Good morning, everybody. Today in Canada, it's the 28th of February, and in Kenya, it's the 1st of March. Today, we're going to be speaking, we're going to be going to level 3 and doing a little bit more on numerology. And before we do that, we're going to have Shrena say the prayer for us. So please go ahead.
To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, we humbly invoke for your divine blessings, divine guidance, divine love, and divine healing energies. We humbly invoke for all the planets, angels of the planets, to help us understand this new concept of healing. Thank you. In full faith, so be it, so be it, and so it is.
So today, can I review quickly what we did in the past 2 levels? Okay. And I'm hoping that all of you can remember all your planets and everything you've done, because it's very important. It's the key for us to understand numerology altogether. Okay. So let me share this with you. Okay, let's get sharing on this. So just give me, oops, 1 second. Let me share. There we go. Okay, so you can all see that? Yes? Yes? Okay. All right, good. So quickly, we've got, in numerology, we always look at 9 planets, okay? We've got 7 that are the regular planets that we have, and then we call them 2 shadow planets, which is Rahu and Ketu, okay? So we've got the Sun, Moon, Jupiter, Rahu, Mercury, Venus, Ketu, Saturn, and Mars, okay? So as we had mentioned before, number 1 is Sun. And what is sun related to? Leadership. Sun is the one that gives us light. Okay. Sun is the one that is there for us at all times. Without sun, the plants cannot grow. We cannot flourish. We don't get our vitamin D. There's much that the sun does, right? Sun gives light to the moon, etc. Okay. So sun is, that's why we call it the solar planet. Okay. Uh, number 2 is moon. Okay. Moon is moody, emotional, loving, soft planet. It is a motherly planet. In a lot of our Hindu mythology, we look at it as the queen. Okay, so the 1 is always related to a king. Number 2 is the queen. Then we've got number 3, which is Jupiter. Okay, and Jupiter is a knowledge planet. Okay, so Jupiter gives in Hindu mythology, we have got Jupiter that is the teacher or the guru to the king. Okay, or the guide, should we say? Okay, then we've got number 4. Now, as you all know, 4 is Rahu, which is the head. It is a shadow planet. It's the head, and it is where Swarbhanu had uh, gone, and when it was not her turn to go and get the Amrit, we call it, which is the holy water, she was a demon, and she was found trying to get into the god's line to get the holy water. So before the water actually spread into her whole body, they cut, her head was cut. Okay, and split into Rahu and Ketu. Okay, then we've got Mercury. Mercury is also known as the prince, but also it is a balanced planet. So in Loshu, we look at it as a balance. It balances the grid because it's right in the middle of the grid. It is related to communication. So anybody with that number usually is good at sales, marketing, anything to do with communication, banking, finance. Okay. Great entrepreneurs. Okay. And then we've got number 6, which is Venus. Venus is a love planet. Okay, he is considered as Shukracharya, we call him in Hindu mythology, Shukracharya, which is actually it's in Hindu mythology, we look at him as the guide, the caretaker to the lower world. Okay, so we've got the lower world, the middle, and the upper world. Okay, so he's the caretaker of the lower world, so he makes sure that the demons don't go haywire, basically. But he's also a love planet. Okay, so anything to do with love, diplomacy, family, relationships. Number six is the one that takes care of that luxury. That is Venus's role. Okay, then we've got Ketu. Ketu is the other half of Rahu or Swarbhanu before when Swarbhanu was cut into two, turned into Rahu and Ketu. So Ketu is a headless planet, we call it. It's a shadow planet, a headless planet, a planet where is more connected to the heart. So anybody with a number seven is connected to the heart. Okay, spirituality, a dreamer, you know, very kind-hearted. So they get easily cheated. So because they've got a kind, soft heart, it's easy to cheat them. Okay, so if there is anybody that is not you know, not in the right space and wants to take advantage, okay, will very easily take advantage of somebody with a number seven. Okay, number eight is related to Saturn. Saturn is also in the Hindu mythology. We relate him to Shani. Shani is a planet that is a planet related to karma. Okay, now if you look at the number eight, it is an infinite sign if you put it on the side. Okay, so when they say what goes around comes around, if you take number eight and you rotate it, right? What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. Okay, right? So that's basically number eight. But it is also a number of money. Okay, so Shani money. So number four and number eight are when you have fours and eights, they do make money. Okay, and number eight generally will refer to somebody who has started from zero and become a hero. Okay, that is a very common trait for somebody with a number eight. But number eight has to struggle, has to work hard. So one of the things we always recommend somebody with a number eight is to work out, struggle, work hard, work out, and that will help you with your growth in your life. Okay. Then comes number nine. Number nine is the number of Mars. Okay, number of Mars, which is we call him. He's a Guru Dev as well, but he's related to he's the commander in chief of the army, basically. Okay, so if we're connecting him to any numbers, usually he's good friends with one, three, and five. One because the king, he listens to the king. So if you have anybody with a nine and a one, you will notice that the nine is always the one that is submissive to a number one. You'd wonder, why is that the case? Well, because number one is the king. Okay, uh, they would do really well in anything to do with activity, with them being active. So number nine has to be active. Okay, because it is a hot planet. Okay, it's a hot planet. Okay, so this is quickly our planet. Okay, and I'm sure you all know, right? We've got all our friends, careers, everything. You guys have all this. Okay, so are we good with this? Do you want me to quickly run over just a Loshu grid, or you guys are good with that? We're good. Okay, good. Okay, so let's move on, please. Okay, and today we are going to be on, we're going to do marriage. Okay, so you guys have all got this, correct? Yes? You got an email with this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. Good. Very good.
I've not looked into it at all. So it's okay.
No problem. We'll go over it.
Okay.
Don't worry
Uh,
about it. Okay, that's the reason why we do this class. Okay, so do you have anyone want to share some numbers with me when it comes to because we're going to do what do you call it, relationship, right? Many of you have already done some of this, so I've kind of done it on the side with you guys quickly. But if you have one number you want to go over, please do let me know. Otherwise, I can pick something. Do you guys have a
Should we do one, I mean, the existing one or a new one? Like, supposing if I want to do mine.
doesn't matter if you have your own, that's fine, that's absolutely not a problem, we can do that. So
Or
tell me
Sapna,
what
you want to do someone new? Like,
Farzana, I've got a very interesting one. There's a
okay,
couple. They're a couple. The husband is a 4-4. The wife is a 2-2. But they've got a good grade.
okay,
And I don't know. They go through thick and thin. They're still surviving together. They have their arguments, but they're still going on strong.
that's okay. Okay,
Would you
so
like? Can
yeah,
we
let's
validate?
do that. Yes,
Okay.
let's validate that. That would be a good, because this becomes our case study, which is very good. Okay, so let me start with green color. I love my greens. Okay. Okay, so birth date,
Okay, it's 31st August 1963. That's a male, yeah.
female,
20th July 1964.
we're not talking about Satvinder, no?
No.
Okay. Okay, personality. You guys have already done the personality and destiny, correct?
Sorry, what's the male's thing? 21st August 19?
30,
31st.
31st. Can you see that?
31st,
No, we can't see anything.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
30,
where are you?
yeah, now. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like you guys have to remind me every time. Okay, 4, because I got to go through different ones. Okay, 4, and it's 3, 4, 12, 13, 20, what, 10, 19, 20, 28, 29, 30, 31. So this is 4 again, is that right?
Yeah. Yes. 4-4. Correct.
Okay, so this is 2, and then we've got 10, 20, 27, 28, 29, 11, which is equal to 2.
31.
Okay, so let's go over this. We've got 3, 1, 8, 1, 9, 6, another 3. Okay, we got that all right. 3, 1, 8, 1, 9, 6, 3. Okay, and then we've got 2, 7, 1, 9, 6. Mental plane there, action plane here. Who's this lady? Action oriented. Okay. Okay, so let's change the color. Okay. And let's see, what is this one giving this one? 3 and 8. Okay, we've got 3 and 8. 3 and 8. Okay. And then we've got we've got 4,
2 4s.
7, 4, 2. Right? 1, 2, 3.
The destination also 4.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We didn't do that. 1 second. Hold on.
Personality destination, there's the double 4s here.
Oh, I didn't put that. Hold on. You're right.
Hmm.
Hold on. Okay. So you've got 4 here and 4 here, which is P and D. Okay. And then you've got 2 and 2. So this one's got 2 and 2. Okay. So there we go. Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. Let's keep going. Okay. So we've got 4. We've got 7. No.
No,
I'm
2 and 7.
1 second. Let's take this one. Okay. So we're going to take, what are we taking here? What are we giving here? 3. We're giving 3.
3.
You always do male first. Okay.
Mhm.
3
Okay.
and 8. Yeah. You always move male first, then you move the female after. Okay.
Mm, okay.
Okay. Always male first. So is that right? 3 and 8. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we go to
Female.
female.
7 and
Okay.
2. 7 and 2
So we've got 2
and 7.
and 7. Correct? Is there anything else we're missing? No?
No.
All right.
And both of them don't have 5. So
Yes.
ironic.
Yes. And that's okay. That's okay. They
Mhm.
don't have to have everything in their charts. Okay. Okay. All right. So this makes sense. Many of you have gone over this before with me, correct? Right? Okay. All right. So let's do this. Okay. All right. So we're going to look at personality and personality match.
No, they're enemies.
Correct. Are they enemies or are they neutral?
2 and 4, they, according to the grid, they're enemies.
I'm just
I'm
checking.
not wrong.
Let's check it. Yeah, no, okay. So personality, destiny. Okay. Now, was this a love marriage?
Kind of, yes.
Yeah. I will go over that with you in a second. Okay. There is a trick to see that, okay? And I will show you. I think I've written in the notes. I've written it in the notes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So personality, destiny don't work. Okay, fine. Now, are they trading numbers?
Trading.
Meaning, are
Good
they
for
giving it?
business. Yeah. No.
No, even
No.
business
They're
is the
not
same
trading.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Enemies.
giving
Yeah.
numbers. No,
Yeah.
they're giving each other numbers. This one is giving, they're giving each other.
Yeah, yeah. That,
This
yeah,
one is
they-
giving,
Yes.
right?
Yes, both
They're
are
giving
2
it,
and 2. 2 and
Correct.
2.
right? Okay.
The male's
So
giving 2
they-
numbers to the female, female's giving 2 numbers to the male.
Correct. So that's right. So we're
And they're also
trading.
completing a grid, yeah? They're completing a grid as well.
Yog. You're talking about yoga numbers. Okay. So trading, yes, 2 and 2. Okay. So correct. Okay. 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 Are they completing a yog?
Yes.
That
2, 7, 6,
how
4,
many
3, 8.
are they completing? 1 and 2.
I
1.
4
think
yogs, no? 4
3,
yogs, I think.
4, 9,
Each
2,
of
2,
them are
7, 6.
completing 2 yogs. Where is 4? How did you get 4?
No, sorry. 8. No, sorry. 8 1 6. Where is it?
See, 276 is 1, 492, 438, 816.
No. Okay.
Yeah,
So
four
when you're
yolks.
looking at the yolk,
So
you're
4 and
only
4, no? Hmm.
no. Okay. So listen, the only time you're looking at their yolk for for um
Marriage.
for marriage or
Mhm.
or partnership or whatever it may be, you look at, does their numbers, does it create a yolk? Don't worry about the yolk they already exist with.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
76.
you see here it is 4, 9, and 2, correct? Because they have a 2 there that was borrowed. Yes? Correct?
Hmm.
Oh, Sapna left. What happened? Okay. 2, 7, and 6, right? So if you
Hmm.
see, they're sharing these numbers, right? The
Right.
yog is only from their shared numbers. Don't worry about their personal yog. This is different. This one has got a different, we look at that when we're looking at the individual grid. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you look at 4, 3, and 8. So they've borrowed a number and that can make a yog.
That makes a yoke. Correct.
816, correct? 816 is from the borrowed number. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
One second. So, hi Sapna, are you back? What happened?
Sapna is asking you to let her in.
I did. Not letting her in. I did. So I don't know what it is. Not letting. I don't know. No, I did. I let her in. I admitted it. It didn't come through, I guess. Shana. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Why is she? There we go. Okay. She's in. Okay. All right. Let's go over this again, Sapna. Okay. So when you're looking at a yog number, you only look for relationships. You're only looking at the yog numbers for the ones that are from the borrowed numbers. Make sense? Okay. So when you're looking at this one, you look at 4, 9, and 2. Correct? Yeah. So we look at this one here, 4, 9, and 2. Okay. Right. And then we're looking at 2, 7, and 6. Okay. So here we've got 2, 7, and 6. These are from borrowed numbers. 4, 3, and 8. This is from the borrowed number. 8, 1, and 6. This is from the borrowed number. Okay. So here we say, do they have yogs? Are they the borrowed numbers making a yog? Yes. Okay. Right. Okay. And then we look at, let me show you what it is like. Okay, so you look at this one here. Can you see this? No. Okay. So if you look at your notes over here, okay, so it says one, personality versus personality, destiny versus destiny. Okay, there should be at least one incoming, one outgoing. There's 2 incoming, 2 outgoing. Okay, there is yog, so minimum of 1 yog. You already got that. Okay, both should share numbers with each other and make yogs, which we've already done. Okay, 5 and 6 numbers should be there in at least one of the charts. So do we have a 5 or a 6?
Yeah. This is 6. Yeah.
Are they sharing a 5 or a 6? No, right?
They both have it. They both have it.
Right. But they're not sharing a 5 or a 6, right? So this one will be a 50% because it is not 100%. If one of them was giving somebody a 5 or a 6, then you've got 60%.
Oh, why is that?
So you've got 1. So 60%, because now what happens is that in the whole thing, you've got 5, you're dividing it by 5. Okay. You've got 5. Okay. And if you're looking at percentage, right? So you've got 3 out of 4. So right now you've got 2 out of 4, right? And then when you're looking at 5 or 6, right? They're not sharing either of those numbers, are they?
No.
They have it, but that doesn't mean they're sharing it, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, so right now, okay, they have 4 out of, they've got 2 out of 4, correct? And half for the last one. Make sense? So reality is that they probably have a lot of quarrels.
Yeah.
They're probably just sticking together because they had a love marriage and they have to live together. They can't manage each other very much. But having said that, they each are giving equal into the relationship,
Yeah.
correct? They're each giving equal into the relationship. And this is a love marriage. How do you see it's a love marriage? Okay. Now, you look at here, I'll show you. Okay. So if you see, okay, 2, 4, and 6, they have those numbers in there?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of them has the 2, 4, and 6. No, not both of them do. The female has got 2, 4, and 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct? You see that? So that shows that they had a love marriage. Okay.
So, but both of them should have 2, 4, and 6, correct?
No, one of them
Or
can have it. One of them can have
okay.
it. It's okay.
So here
But that
both of them
shows
are.
that they're more, yeah. So when you see 2, 4, and 6, quite often what happens is that you see she's got 2, 4, like, let me put a different color. Okay, let me change that color. Let me put a pink. Okay. So you see she's got 2, 4, and 6. Now, traditionally, we used to have a lot of people, even till now, people still have arranged marriages, correct? And what happens is that if somebody in their grid has got a 2, 4, and 6, they'll go to their parents and say, listen, I'm not marrying this guy unless I see his face. I need to see who I'm marrying. Is this person really going to be somebody that I'm going to love? Is this person somebody I can live with? Right? So they will always ask, I want to see the person before I marry. That's generally what it is. So even if they do get arranged marriage, they still want to see it. Most of the time, anybody with a 2, 4, and 6 generally has had a love marriage. So either of them will have it. And it has been proven. I've done many of these that are older, and quite often you can see that it is a love marriage. Okay. Even if it is not even if it's an arranged marriage, they still will ask, I want to see this person before I get married. I'm not getting married to anybody otherwise. That's quite often the case. Okay. And it's actually proven, by the way. It's a proven fact. Okay. So let's keep going. Okay. When is a good time to get married? Now, that one, when you look at the grid that many of you I have made for you, right? Let me open that. A good way to look at it is for you to look at their year chart. Okay. Now, when you look at the year chart, get that chart up. Grid calculator. Okay, I'm gonna put my own name here so that I don't have somebody else's in there. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So whenever you're looking at the grid, okay, you always look at what is a good year to get married. Okay. Now, when you're looking at the grid, okay, you share this tab. Okay. Now you see here, there's a personal year right here, which is number 1. Correct? Now, you have to look at which year is good for them to get married. Right? And generally, you see, what is a good time to get married? So here it is. Do you see this? Can you see this?
Oh, yeah. Mm.
Okay. So most of the time, there are certain numbers that are good to get married. If you see, usually 1, 2 is a good number as well. Depends on who it is. Okay, because 2 is a love planet as well, right? So you look at 2, you will look at 6, you will look at 7 quite often. You will see those numbers are very prominent on the charts. Okay. So, and then when you're looking at those, you got to, if you're looking in detail, which we will do this in the next session, is, you know, this one, many of you have already got this, right? I've created this for you guys, right? This type of chart. Yeah. So in this chart, okay, the top ones here show you, like you can see this, right? The top one in the orange is your personal year. We will learn to calculate your personal month, and then we will learn to calculate your personal day. Okay. Now you obviously have to look, right? What is your what is your friend and enemy years and days? Okay. And then you look at what is your what year works for you best, right? So you got to go back here, right, and see. So my personality is a 7, right?
Mm.
What is a
Mm.
good year for me to get married? 1, 2, 4, 8.
4, 8, yeah.
Okay. So then you look at that. 1, 2, 4, 8. Okay. Right. So this is how you look
So
at it. And
sorry,
then
sorry. So you total your year to get that number.
Personal year.
So if it is
so first you look at your personality, and this is personal year favorable for the relationship. Now, if you look here, right, we remember we had calculated personal year. Share
Mm.
this. If you remember, I'm just going to quickly run it through to you. Okay. Personal year. So my birth date is 1603, and this year is 2025. Okay.
Yeah.
1 plus 6 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5. Okay. So it is, what is it?
1.
19? No, this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus 5 is 19, right?
19, yeah. Good.
Which is equal to 1, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So my personal here, if you look in orange on the top left-hand corner, if you look in orange, can you all see?
Yeah.
Okay. If you look on the top right-hand corner, it is 1. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can even see in this chart here next to 2025 right here, you can see it says 1 right there. Correct? So now when you look at it here, okay, my personality is 7. So 1, 2, 4, and 8. So again, 2 is a good, if you see, most of the people have got 2 except number 3.
Mm.
Okay. So, and number one doesn't have 2 in it, right? So everybody pretty much has got 2 because 2 is a quick number for you to remember, is a good number for getting married. Number one is also a good number for getting married because number one is the start of everything, the beginning, right? So whenever you look at number one is let's start something new, right? Number 9 is ending, number one is starting, correct? So you look at it that way. Number one, let's start. Number 2, love, right? So depends on which one it is. Sapna dropped again. Uh,
I'll be joining.
there we go. Okay. 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 So when you look at it, right? Always there's a few tricks to the trade. Just remember, 1 is start, 2 is a love planet, anything that you want to, motherly planet, right? So then you just go through it, right? Then you've got number 7. Number 7 is again a headless planet, so it's friendly to most of it. Number 7 is also a good year to get married, right? Because it's an emotional year, right? So these are a few numbers that are good. Number 6 is a family planet, right? Related to family. So that's a good number for you to get married on, right? So there's a few numbers, just take note of, okay, to remember. As I mentioned before, if you know your planets by heart from 1 to 9 and their
I take you.
traits, it's very, very easy for you to understand, okay? Sapna, you need to put yourself on mute. Yeah, thank you. Sorry. Okay, so we've got our personal year. What happened here now? There we go. Okay, so now you can see how to calculate your personal year, right? Okay, and you look at that, and then so when you're looking at it now, what are the numbers that would match with me? Let me see. So let's go over this again. What were the numbers we looked at for number 7? 1, 2, 4, and 8. Correct. So this is a good year for me to get married. If I get married, oh my God, 1, 2, 4, and 8. Okay, so 2 is gone. 3, 4. Okay, so March would be a good year to get married, a good month to get married. July would be a good month for me to get married. September would be a good month for me to get married. December would be a good month. Now, out of all that, I cannot get married on any of those days. Correct?
Sorry. Can you show your chart? That
Oh, there we
this,
go.
yeah.
Okay. So what did we say? We said 1, 2, 4, and 8. Correct? Right? So 4 is what? March, right? 2 was January, so it's already gone. So we're looking at March, right?
4 is
July.
April, no? 4 is April.
No, on my chart, if you look at the yellow on the top, look at the yellow numbers on the top. Yeah? Okay. Okay. So you look at my personal month, which we will learn to calculate in the next class. Okay. We'll do a full, it will be at least a 1-2 class for doing this. Okay. So if you look at it, you've got 2 is January, my personal month, March is 4, July is 8, right? September is 1, October is 2. So mine was, what was it? 1, 2, 4, and 8. And then you got October and December, correct? So now if you look at it, let's say if I was to get married in, let's pick July, okay? March is too close for me to get married. So let's pick July, okay? So we've got July. Now in July, which numbers actually work with me, right? Again, it says 1, 2, 4, and 8. And I also have to look, is 4 a good friend of mine? Is 8 a good friend of mine? Yeah, all of them, 1, 2, 4, and 8. But which one is more favorable? 1 and 2. 4 is good for my personality. 8 is just neutral. So which one is more favorable? I don't go July then. I'll probably pick like either September, October, September or December. Okay. So, or March, you can say even 4, September 1 or December. Okay. So let's go, since we're so close, we're in March. Okay. Again, let's find a 4 or a 1, right? And I don't want to get married on the 8th. So let's leave on that one. Okay. So if you look, 8 is a 4, right? Then you keep going. Okay. You got 14, right? 14 comes to 5, and then you also have a 1 right there, right? 15 is also a good number, right? So you look at these numbers as well, right? So you just have to, whoever, also it has to match with the other person as well, right? It has to match with the other person when you're getting married as well, right? So you look at that, what is favorable, and then you decide. Okay. Does it make sense? Make sense? Okay. All right. So let's keep going. Okay. Now, how do you figure out? Let me share this tab with you. So we went over when is a good time to get married. Okay. Will the relationship be successful? So now, will the relationship be successful? Out of five sections that we talked about, you have to have at least 60%. Okay. So at least 3 of them have to work. Okay. 1, 2, 3 has to be positive. Okay. 3 of them. So which means personality versus personality, destiny versus destiny. Okay. Friends or neutral. Okay. There should be at least 1 incoming, 1 outgoing. Minimum. 1 going each way. Okay. They have to make a yoke from their numbers that they have borrowed, not their own numbers. Okay. The numbers that they have borrowed. Okay. Both should share numbers with each other and make yoke numbers. Okay. Right. And then 5 and 6 numbers should be there in at least one of the charts, which there is. Okay. So there we go. Because what is 6 is a family number, correct? So we've gone over that. Okay. Will the relationship be successful? 60%. Okay. 60% minimum, which means 3 out of 5. 60% is 3 out of 5, correct? Right? So 3 out of 5 has to be there. Child yoke. Okay. Now, when you're looking at child yoke, they have to have a 4, 5, and 7. Okay. 3 or more ones in the grid indicate the first child will be a female. Okay. So 7 in the date of birth shows a male child. Okay. So if there's 7, right, in the date of birth, then it will show a male child. Okay.
Date of birth meaning the personality or the entire considering the whole date of birth.
So anywhere in the date of birth. Okay. So here's a good one. So mine has got mine is a March 16th, 1973, right? So not only my personality is a 7, but I also have a 7 in my year. Okay. So therefore, I do have a beautiful male child. Okay. Okay. So let's keep going. Okay. If they have more than ones 3 times, then your first child will be a daughter. Okay. Now remember, these numbers, they're 90% of the time they're accurate. Okay. We actually were talking about it the other day when we had a doubt session. We just go over everything that we've learned through our whole classes. And there was somebody who did not have a 7. And they had 2 males. Neither the husband nor the wife has got a 7. And they still had twins, 2 males, right? So, but then when you're looking at that, 90% of the time it is accurate. There is that few chances that it might not be there. Okay. But then you will see that even when you're talking to somebody or you're discussing their grid or stuff like that, 95% of the time you're accurate on it. You're like pinpoint on the dot, right? So there are chances that there can be questions, but I haven't found any so far. Okay. Love number, if both have number 2, then an indication of love marriage. Okay. Lack of this number can cause relationship imbalance and delay in marriage. So if you notice, when we were going over different personality and destinies, we talked about certain numbers, getting married later, or having some delays in marriage and stuff like that. Okay. Number 4 helps family to accept the relationship. Okay. You also need this to have a child. Okay. So this number is important for you to have children. Okay. Number 5 is the chances of having both children, two as a male and a female. Okay. Number 6. So if you're having a love marriage, and if you have a number 6, right, the chances of your family accepting the fact that you're going to have a love marriage, or you're going to marry somebody, whoever it may be, doesn't matter. Okay. Your family accepting them on the other side. Okay. So these are a few numbers that you can look at to be able to understand a little bit more when it comes to relationships. Okay. All right. So any questions so far?
Yes.
Ask.
I just calculated my husband's and my grade, and nothing
And
agrees to what we have just discussed. And ours is a love marriage. So he's borrowing only one number, and I'm not borrowing any numbers from him. And we do not have a number 4 in our grade. And quite a bit, I don't think it sort of, when you have to compare, it doesn't match at all. We are
really?
not borrowing and nothing. So how does that work?
Is he putting most of the energy into the relationship?
Initially, I met him when I was only 16.
Okay.
But I mean, when I look at the numbers, nothing is like I'm not borrowing any of from him, and he's just borrowing one number from me. So how
Right.
does
So
that work?
when you are when he's borrowing a number from you, it means that he's borrowing a number from you, or you're borrowing a number from him.
He's borrowing the number from me.
So you're putting all the energy into the relationship because you're giving that energy. He's not giving you any energy. Really?
No,
It's the other way around.
it's the other way around.
That's interesting to know. Okay, so usually this is how it works. That's very interesting to know. I will have to ask my teacher. Okay. So usually what happens, okay, is here, say for example, they're giving 2. So if male is giving a number, right? Then what happens is that the male is giving the energy across, right? You understand? If the female is giving the number, then the female is giving the energy. Now, you are saying that you are the one who is sharing your number with him, correct?
Yes.
So then
Maybe I'm
you are
giving him,
putting the energy.
maybe I'm giving him the energy indirectly, my spiritual energy, after I got into pranic healing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's your relationship. But the thing is that when we look at numerology, the way it works is if you are giving the energy, right? You're giving the number, then you are sharing your energy across. Okay. So for example, if you have these guys are giving two numbers each, right? So if male is giving 4 numbers and female is giving 2 numbers, then male is putting more energy into the relationship, right? Than the female is. That's the way it's supposed to work. Okay. So I'm not sure. Can we go over your grid on here, or are you okay with
Yes.
that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's take a look. Does your personality and your destiny match?
I
Can
haven't
we
looked.
take the numbers? Can we take the numbers and work
Yes,
on
it's,
it? I mean,
so my Mayur's birth date is 29th 5 1995, and I'm 19.
1995.
Yes.
How is
Sorry,
1995?
1955. Sorry, 1955. Sorry. 1955.
I was wondering, you're not younger than me. You're not older than me. That's for sure. I mean, younger than me. 1955.
Yes.
So it's
Okay.
And
29? Sorry, what's your date?
29. Yes, 29th 5
Oh.
1955, and I'm 19 11 1958.
Okay. So we've got personality is 9, 10, 11, 2. What is the destiny?
8.
10, 8.
Sorry, the destiny for Mayur is 9. Sorry, 9.
Okay. And then we've got
For me, 1 is 1 and 8.
1 and 8. Okay. Okay. So we've got. Can you all see that? Okay. There we go. Okay. So let's see. We've got 2, 9. 5. Wait, he's got like 3 5s. 2, 9. Did I get it right? 1, 9, 2, 9. Okay, so we've got everything in here, correct? One, 2, 3 9s. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 1. Okay, all right. Then let's go to her. We've got 1, 9, 1, 1,
5 ones.
9. Hey, Matani. 5, 8. Oh. It's true, no? Or did I get that wrong? Huh? Very strong-minded. Correct?
She has 2 8s, no? 2 8s
Sorry, 2
Oh,
8,
she's
yes.
got 2 8s. Yes, she's
and
got 2
5
8s.
ones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right. It's already there. You can't see it? Let me do that again.
No, I see it.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, And this one is a circle right there. Okay, and then we've got 2 8s. Did we say 2 8s?
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
2, and let me circle that again. Okay. Okay. Now let us do the trading. Okay, let's do the trading. So we're trading. He is trading 2 with you. Okay. You are trading
8. 8.
8.
No, 8 is.
Oh, yes, that's right. He's trading 8 because
So
she's
both
trading.
are
He's
trading.
correct. Both are trading. So
Yeah.
he is trading a 2 and she is trading an 8. Okay. All right. So let's keep going.
Previously, when I done, I didn't get a 2 in mine. I've got a 2 in mine. I don't know how I got this 2 in mine.
I don't know.
I made a mistake.
Uh,
Maybe from the name, my name, I put my name there. That's
confused.
why. My full name
Confused or
comes to a 2.
confused? Don't
Sorry.
ever confuse.
Yes, because
Don't ever confuse the confused. Okay. Okay. It's okay. It's
I
okay.
had
It's okay.
prepared it.
Listen, this is the purpose for a class, right? For me to clarify, right, and to do case studies. So don't worry about that. Okay. All right. Okay. So personality match, destiny match. There we go. Really? Tell me that again. You said you don't have anything that matches. Look at your notes.
No, the numbers.
Number
You
one
know,
and
the
number
numbers,
match.
the numbers.
Let me ask you.
Yeah,
Hold
that
on.
matches. But what
Let's-
about the yog number?
Okay. Wait, stop. You're going too fast. 1 second. Hold on. Take a break. Personality and personality match.
Hmm.
Check your numbers. Yes.
Yes.
Destiny and destiny match.
Yes.
Are they friendly or neutral? Yes or no? Yes. All right. You started making me question what I learned. Oh my God. Personality and destiny.
No, but when we went through, when we went through those notes for relationships, I was looking at that. Today we went through the notes when you're looking into a relationship,
Okay. Let's it's
the
let's do
60%, 20%, whatever it is.
yes. Okay. So let's do
I
it
was
here.
looking into that.
It's okay. Personality and destiny. Okay. Okay. Now, is either of you making a yoga with the borrowed numbers?
No,
Huh?
no.
I just what? Are you seeing? Can you see?
No yoga.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no yoga with borrowed. Where is the yoga with borrowed?
Here.
Oh, you are
in that-
making 858.
Yeah.
Eight,
Oh,
eight,
258.
852.
Yeah. There you go. So you've got a yoga right there. Okay. Do either of you have a 5 in your chart or a 6?
Yes, 5.
Okay. Okay. There you go. And then what were the other questions again now? See, you're making me forget now. See. Okay. There is one incoming, one outgoing. Yes. Minimum of one incoming and one outgoing. Minimum. Yes. Correct. Okay. So we write out plus in. Correct.
Okay.
Okay. And then how many planes we've got? Minimum one plane of yoga coming. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So you got 100%. Where did you get 0%? Where did you get 0% from?
She doesn't
Let's
have
make
100%
sense.
because you have
Sorry.
only 5 out of 6. You
5
don't
out
have
of
5
5.
and 6. No, because 5 and 6, so she has only 5. So that you get half
Either
mark for that.
either or.
Okay.
Either or. Yeah.
The 2 on my grid initially confused me
Oh, okay. Hi.
because I'd already
So
prepared the grid before I came for the class. And I added my name to it.
so
But
realistically you got 90%,
sorry
right?
for that.
As per what Sapna said, which is true. She's got 5 or 6, but they both of them have it, but they're not borrowing. Okay. So realistically, you do have 90% if you really look at it, but it's still 90%. Now makes sense? बराबर से?
Yes, sorry for that.
बराबर से?
Sorry, sorry.
Okay. I started questioning my. Oh my goodness, that was
She's happy.
for me.
She's happy now. Shrena is happy now.
There we go. Good. Thank God.
No, I was happy only, but I wanted to clarify that.
Huh. Okay. So it makes sense for everybody now? Is there anybody else that wants to clarify anything else? Let's go over it. I have no problem. Tell me. Anybody else? Next?
Yeah, so that 5 and 6, can I have a clarity with that? It should be either 5 or 6 should be in the grid, right?
Either 5 or 6. Yes.
And that makes it how many percent? You said?
So if they're sharing, then it is a full mark. If they're not sharing, then it is a half mark.
So if you don't have a 5 or a 6 on this grid, could you
What is the
introduce it?
purpose of a, okay, so let me ask you, what is the purpose of a 5 and a 6? Tell me what those numbers mean.
5 is, it balances the whole grid.
Correct. And then what is 6?
It's also relationship, family, prosperities.
Correct. Now, what happens if you don't have either of them? What's going to happen? What are the chances of that relationship?
Not working out or not work.
Chances are that there's going to be some kind of issues, right? Because then that means that there is a lack of emotion, lack of something or the other in there, right? 6 is family, 5 is balance, right? Make sense? So that is important to have, but that is not the be all and all. If you have all the other marks, you have 80%, you've already conquered quite a bit, right? The relationship can still run, right? Not on fumes. If you have less than 3, less than 50%, then what happens? The relationship might not work, right? Now, what happens is that, say, for example, you have one person, right? Let's pick a number here, okay? Let's just throw a number. I'm just going to start creating some numbers here, okay? Let's say this person has got 4, 9, 2, 3, 5. Let's say is this person doesn't have a 7. No, let's take out a 5. Okay, 8, 1, whatever it is. Okay. Now this person has got 7, 4, 9, 2, 3, 8, and 1. Okay. Let's say this is a male. This is a female. Let's say, for example, okay. Now what happens here is that, okay, who's lending the number? Only one person.
Female.
The female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Female. Male is not giving anything, no?
Yeah.
So what happens is that only the female is giving the energy to the male. So what happens in this relationship? One person, you have a sliding scale. It's like, you have like a scale, right? So what happens? The scale is tipping to one side. It's not balanced, right? So what happens is that all the energy in this relationship is going one way. Who is it going to burn out? The female.
The female.
Female is going to burn out, correct? So that's the reason why it is important for them to share at least one of each. If they have zero, let's say, okay, we don't have a 7. This is their numbers right there. And neither of them are sharing. Okay, neither of them are sharing. Then, yeah, they might have a love marriage, whatever it is, it might be some attraction, but the relationship is not solid. One, they don't have yoga, they don't have 5 or 6. Okay, they don't have a 5, they don't have a 6, right? No 5, no 6. Okay, and they're not sharing. So 40%, 80% is already out. Maybe personality destiny might match, but 80% is already out. So what's going to happen? The chances of this relationship not solidifying is larger. You see? Make sense? Make sense? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we go over another number? Anybody else want to try theirs? So we can understand better? No? Nobody wants to share?
Can I give you? Can we try?
Give me. Yeah. One
Okay.
second. Let me just move this a little bit. Okay. Okay. Male.
Male, 21st April 1996.
Now I know somebody had asked me about the name. Okay, so when we do a full chart, okay, let me mention that while we're writing this, right? When we're doing a full chart, we always look at the name, whether the person is going to change, because most of the time in our culture we change our last name, correct? Now, when it came to me, I didn't change my last name because I didn't. One, I didn't know numerology, and two, it actually didn't make a difference because my ex-husband was only giving me his last name, right? So last name would have been pretty much the same numbers for me. So realistically, the only thing that was working for us was his balancing his with my chart in some form, right? Okay, so let's go on. Female is who? Date birth? Date of birth?
12th January 1996.
Okay. 12, 7, 1, 19, 96. Okay.
Yeah.
2, 1, 4, 9, 1, 9, 6. Correct?
Personality is 3, destiny is 5.
So 3, 5. Okay. Then we've got 1, 2, 1, 1, 9, 6.
Yeah. Personality 3, destiny 2.
Personality is 3 and destiny is also 3, no? Or I'm
Two,
making
two.
a mistake.
2.
3, 4, 10, 19, 20, 26, 27, 28, 29. 9 and 2 is 11. It's 2. Yeah, that's right. So we've got 3. And then we've got 2. Okay. Okay. So now let's pick a color and let's go. Okay. So male is sharing what?
Number two? No, sorry, sharing number four. Yeah, and five.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct? We got that right?
Right.
Okay. Now, female is sharing what?
Got nothing to share.
Mm,
She's benefiting with the yoga.
let's check that. Okay. Personality match.
Yeah. 3 and 3 good match.
Okay. Personality match. Destiny personality match.
Yeah.
Okay. Sharing at least one number. Yoke.
The female is getting
Is
the
this
yoga.
making minimum one yoke?
Yeah. And no, one and also 951 2 yokes. And 492 3 yokes.
Five and six sharing. 5 or 6
Yeah.
sharing.
Yeah.
And then what was our last question? Both should share numbers. So there is one there's no incoming outgoing. There's only one going one way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So how many did we get? One, two, three. Hmm? Correct? There is no incoming outgoing for them.
So what would you
Right?
say with this?
Okay. So here's the notes. Okay. Personality and personality match? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. There should be at least one incoming and one outgoing. No.
Which is not there. It's only one-sided.
Okay. How many planes are being shared between them? Only one. There's 3 actually. 3
Hmm.
yolks coming out, but only from one person.
Hmm.
Okay. Both should share numbers with each other. No. Not
Hmm.
both of them are sharing. No.
No, they're
Only
not.
one is sharing.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a 5 and 6 number. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is it? 60%.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, is this a love marriage?
In a relation, not married yet.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's not something that we have to worry about. Is it a love marriage? What does that
It's
say?
no,
2,
no, it's
4,
love.
6. Okay. No, but we need to see also now in
Hmm.
the chart. What does it
Yeah,
show?
yeah,
2, 4,
yeah.
6
Two,
is
four,
love
six is
marriage.
there.
No?
Yeah, yeah.
One of them has got a full 2, 4, 6, the male.
The male, yeah.
Hmm?
Correct.
But in this relationship, the male is the one that's putting all the energy, no?
Yeah. Looks like. It looks like here.
But that doesn't mean that the relationship will not work. They've got 60% for sure, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm? So as long as there is 60% of it matching, fine. But understand that the male is the one that's going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
Hmm. And it's true.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go. So the male is the one that's going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting, because the
Mm.
male is the one that is going to be putting all the energy in the relationship, not the female.
So then, how does this marriage work? I mean, if they decide to get married, what would you see ahead?
The thing I would say to the female is be conscious of whatever you're doing, right? Be loving. I mean, it has to be done now on a psychological level. For the thing is, the female has to understand and be aware.
Mm.
You cannot say anything to anybody if they're not aware. Here's a good example. So, I'm a born Muslim, but I believe in all religions. Okay, I do Vipassana. Vipassana is a Buddhist meditation. I teach numerology, but based on Hindu mythology. Okay, numerology is all religions have got numerology. You will find it in the Kabbalah. You will find it in Pythagoras. You will find it in many different cultures. But I understand our traditional, because I'm obviously Indian, so I understand the Hindu mythology because I grew up in Kenya. So it's easier for me to understand the concepts that way. So my cousin goes to me and says, I pray that you find the right path. Muslims don't believe that Hindus are right, correct? Right? But they forget that that is ignorance, right? So I pray that you find the right path. So how am I to explain to him? How am I to explain that Hinduism is also based on one universal power, which is the Adi Parashakti, which you guys know, I've told you about it. Okay. So Adi Parashakti was the universal power which we use and we talk about. And then came the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, and then the avatars after that, the 33,000, they say gods, but realistically, they are avatars. They're like for example, Hanuman is an avatar of Shiv Bhagwan, right? So there's different avatars of the Trimurti. So how am I to explain to somebody who's shut his mind, right? Same thing. How do you explain to somebody, right, who's a female, um how to live in that relationship? Now, who is this person? Is this your to be daughter-in-law?
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you anticipate you are going to explain to her?
I don't know.
Hmm. So it becomes a challenge, right?
Mm.
So your only way in this process is there is no remedy to it other than for her to understand. Now, like we say in anything is recognition. So first things, whenever you look at psychology, first things they ask you is recognize, right? Same thing with numerology. Recognize what your strengths and weaknesses are. Once you recognize, then you can work with them. Correct? So recognition is key. So how do you get her to recognize that there are certain things that she needs to take care of? How are you, do you have a good relationship with her? Then how are you to get her to recognize, um, you know, certain things in the relationship? You understand? So
Mm.
there's a few things that you need to look at. How is it she's going to recognize? Now, the other thing I would ask you to do is, yes, you do also need to look at the name numerology as well,
Mm.
right? What number is her name numerology?
I can't remember, but
Is his name
my
name
son's
numerology?
mail is 2, but the
Male is 2.
yeah, I have to check hers.
Okay, what's her name? Give it to me.
Uh, Rachel McCain.
How do you spell it? Rachel
Yeah.
MACK
No, it's MC. Just a second. Just a second. Let me just get the right Rachel.
KEIN.
Um, Wow.
Hmm?
It's MCCANN, something like that. Can.
Like that?
Yeah, that's what's written. Yeah, MCCANN. Can.
What's her birth date again, you said? What was
12 January 1996.
How old is she now? 1996. So she turns 30 next year.
Yeah.
29? Huh?
Yeah. She's 29.
Mm-hmm. She's very strong-headed, though.
Yeah.
Huh? You can see from her first name, number one. But she's a good teacher. Is she a teacher or anything like that? She'd be a very good teacher.
No, no. She's done masters in English and she's working in a very, very good firm, very good position.
Hmm.
Very disciplined in her life and
Mhm. So she's got three, right? So you see, she's very knowledgeable.
very knowledgeable. Yes.
Very knowledgeable. She's like, they call Bhandar of knowledge. She's like a library of knowledge.
Yeah. Emotional as well, obviously.
Yeah, because she's got number two right there.
Very loving too, I would say that.
Miss
Very
Anna,
loving.
would you change that Kenya to UK?
Where did I put?
Where did you see that?
Oh, right there.
Personal year, go right to the, yeah, that one.
Is it UK or United Kingdom? Which one
United,
is it?
I don't know.
Is it England?
No, England covers up then. She's not in England. She's basically in UK, United Kingdom.
So she's got three, so she's very knowledgeable for sure. Yes, she's very loving. She can be a little moody for sure. She's got her first name, which is number one, and number three right there. And they're all friends anyways. Right?
Hmm.
Right? One and three
Yeah.
are friends. Two
Yeah.
and three are not best friends, remember.
Okay. It's the 3 and 2. Her
They're not
grid
best
is
friends,
not.
but they're not enemies.
Yeah.
They're not friends, but they're not enemies, right?
Yeah.
But so let's go back to this. So how are you going to discuss this with them?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
Are
Maybe
you good friends with her?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am.
So
She's very like open with me.
right. So then your option is probably to counsel her to a certain level. Just you have to go around it, right?
Mm.
To counsel her through the relationship. But you cannot step over her because at the end of the day, she's going to say, you're the one who's taking over the relationship. Do you want that? No, because then your
No.
son is going to be the one that is going to get affected, right? So you
Mm.
will have to, that's your only other option is to counsel her. But in anything, be honest with her and tell her if she's open to it and tell her, listen, I did this numerology and this is my discovery and this
Mm.
is my thoughts. When you're open to somebody, it's much more easier, but it depends on your relationship. I couldn't speak for that, right?
Mm.
So you would need to speak to her about it accordingly, right? That this is
Mm.
what I see. Is it true? And ask her, can I, recommend something to you? And these are my recommendations. But at the end of the day, they're the ones who are going to live that marriage. You don't want to be in between it. Having said that, they do have 60% chance of a positive relationship, right?
Hmm.
But obviously the male is giving in more than the female is.
Hmm.
You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Any other questions, my dear?
And now,
Next. Anybody else? We've got like a little bit more time if we want to go over something when it comes to this. And then I don't want to start a new topic because then it will be left halfway. Okay. Because the next topic is a long one. So we have any other questions on personal on relationships? Okay, so let's go over, say you have friends, okay? Let's pick a friend. Okay, Hema, who's your best friend? Let's see. Or Sapna. Do you have some friends you want to pick on? Let me pick Hema and Sapna. Okay. Hi, there we go. Let's pick friends, okay? Let's pick friends. So this is a good example because friends, and then you also when you're looking at we went over relationships, it's the same concept of partnership. Okay. Let's say
Rizana, your mic's covered up.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let's say Hema and Sapna want to get into a business relationship. Okay. Right? Okay. So let's do that. Okay. So put that here. Hema, Sapna. Okay. So birth date,
Mine is 20th June 1969.
1969. And what is Sapna's?
14th December 1965.
All right. And so let's look at personality. 1 second. Let's go P, D, D, D. Okay. So here is 2. What's your destiny, Hema?
Oh, hang on, I forgot.
Okay. All right. It's okay. We can calculate here. 1969, right?
Yeah,
This
it's
is
33,
10,
33 comes to 23,
6. Okay. And for Sapna, it's 5. And what is it? 5 and this is what? 6, no, 5, 6, 10, 16,
I think
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29, 9, 11, 2. You're right. Yes, 2, 5 and 2. Okay. All right. So let's go over this. So we've got here 2. Yay, what's going on here? Let's pick a green here. Let's go to 1, 2, 6, 6, 2, 6, 6, 9, 1, 9. Yeah, got that right. 2, 6, 1, 9, 6, 9. Okay, and then I've got 2 here. Okay, and then we've got a 6 here. Okay, and then let's go over here. Let's pick 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 9, 6, 5. Okay. And then we've got 5 right there, just there, and 2, which is right here. Okay. Right. So Let's do now the trading. Okay. So, Hema, what are you giving her? Nothing?
Nothing there.
Nothing. You're giving her
She's
nothing.
giving, she's giving
Okay.
him 5. Yeah.
And she's giving more than 5. She's giving 4
Then 4, 5.
and 5. So she's giving 4 and she's giving 5. Okay. Higher. Now, let's go over this. Okay. P, personality work. Yes. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Destiny.
6 and 2. Yeah.
Okay. And then do we have yog? Are we making yog? Yes.
Yes. 2 yogs.
Now, is both of them sharing? Are you sharing 1 and 1?
No.
Okay. Is there a 5 being shared?
Yes.
Okay. And then, so both should share personality. There should be 1 incoming, 1 outgoing.
No.
How many
Mhm.
planes? Only 1. Both should share numbers with each other. So no. So you only have 60%, correct?
Mhm.
Right? 1,
Yes.
1, 2, and 3. So you only have 60%. So chances of this working out is 60%.
Mhm. Oh, this is for business, right?
Yes. Business, friendship, even friends. So basically, Sapna will be the one that is putting most of the energy into this.
Wow.
Farzana,
Okay?
before you go ahead, when
Yeah.
you're comparing the personality and destiny, you're putting that together, right? They're not two separate
Yeah.
percentages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, you're only supposed to look at personality. This is how they teach, but my teacher actually mentioned that you should also look at destiny, because eventually after 35 you switch over to your destiny, right? Unless you have one, like say you have the same numbers, right? So it is important for you to also pay attention to that.
So if you're only matching one, either personality or destination,
No,
so that's
you should okay, so you have to match personality, most important, very important. Okay, but you also look at destiny,
yeah. So
right?
if that's
Say you
it
have a
doesn't matter.
destiny is 8 and 1, then what?
Yeah. So if destiny doesn't match, personality matches, so that's full marks.
Yeah, you give full marks. Yeah,
All right. That's what I wanted to slow down. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. But I still personally, just for my satisfaction, I always look at it. It's always good to look at everything, right? You look at the whole roadmap, right? You see where the road bumps are as well, right? Okay. So we don't ignore those. We don't ignore the little things, right? Okay. So yoga number, yeah. So we only have 60%, right? Right.
Wow.
So if you want to get into business, 60% chance. This is 60%, which is good. 3 out of 5 is good. Okay. So it's good. But then know that Sapna is going to be the one that is giving the energy into this,
Mm.
more of it than you, right?
Mm.
So what I would recommend is that between you guys, try and do each other's as friends or as relationships or however it is. Pick your friends, your best friends, right? How is it that you guys work so well together? What is it about you two, right? Who's giving more of the energy? Sometimes you will be able to see that one person is giving more than the other is. Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know. Tell me, Sapna, are you giving more energy to Hema as a friend?
Yeah, she's a teacher,
I
ne?
think they have to ponder on this
We're
now.
gaining
Yeah.
knowledge from her all the time, bugging her and bothering her. She
Ah,
is.
she's a bhandar of knowledge. She's very loving though, right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah, she's very
extremely.
loving. But both of you are very loving because both of you come with number 2 in your plan in your charts, right? You got personality, destiny. One has got personality, one has got destiny. So both of you are very loving. Shena, don't worry, you're also very loving.
She
All of you are
definitely
very
is.
loving.
No, Shrena definitely is. See the number. I told you I discovered that number ones that has more than like 5 or more. Extreme. They're very compassionate. Definitely they are. My discovery, because I know of 2 or 3 people who have that and extremely compassionate.
Yes. But Shona likes to be the she likes to be the boss.
So those number ones are the boss. They don't listen. Basically, from my experience, whom I know is from my family members. They will only
Yeah.
do what their mind tells them, but their compassion levels are amazing. Amazing. I mean, when
They
I
have
discovered
to be
this, when I
because
saw
right, they have to be because if you look at a king, he has to look at his whole kingdom.
Raja, yeah,
Rajan, he has to look at his whole kingdom. So if he doesn't look at his whole kingdom, right, he has to focus on the whole kingdom. If he doesn't, and if his kingdom doesn't flourish, he can't flourish.
yeah.
Make sense? Okay.
Yes.
So if we have any other questions, we can go over. Otherwise, we can end this class because I don't want to get into the next. It's just as detailed. So I would really like to spend more time with you because then we're going to get into personal years, personal month, personal day. Okay. So I know that Sapna left. But do we have any other questions? We want to go over this particular topic?
I think we need to really practice this and then come up with
Okay.
questions maybe.
Okay, good. So what we're going to
What-
do is I'm going to leave you guys to go and practice, okay, with each other, with your friends or whatever it may be. And then next session, what we'll do is first things first is we're going to go over this topic again quickly. And we're going to take the questions so that we understand this topic clear enough, okay? Because once we get into personal year, that is a 2-session topic. So I will start that. I'll give you half an hour to go over this, okay? And then the 1.5 hours, I want to start the personal year topic, if that's okay. Good?
Mm.
Okay. Shana, did you have a
One-
question?
Yes.
Huh? Ask.
If people are already into a relationship, yeah, married or whatever, and you want and these numbers like they don't really match, is there a way to make them match? Or it's just this you cannot change, by complementing it by using some the
So there are
what was that?
remedies that you can, yeah. So there are remedies that you can do. Okay. A lot of the prayers and a lot of other remedies that you can do to try and help, like getting yantras, mantras, those kinds of things, right? But also there's a lot of counseling. Recognition is number 1 key to anything. Recognizing. It's like, okay, so you have to recognize that your roadmap is for you to be an engineer. So then why is it that you want to get into sales? Right? So you need to recognize that my roadmap shows that I need to be an engineer. I can't go into sales. So same thing when it comes to relationships. How can you make this work? Right? So you guys have to recognize it, number 1, and then you can take the steps to reckon or to deal with the situation, right? I wouldn't give a remedy to somebody who doesn't understand it, right? Remedies are something that are very, very, how should I say? Remedies are something that are very personal. But even like when you get a yantra or something like that, it's very important that traditionally they used to give you yantras on a leaf. If you on a particular, we call it, what do we call it? There's a particular paper that comes that we have to buy and we write on it. Okay, so you write it with kumkum and stuff like that. Now that doesn't last forever. These days you get all these yantras and everything on metal that can last you forever. They're not supposed to last you forever because they are supposed to finish their job and then they get put into the ocean or whatever it may be. Okay, but before you do that, you need to recognize, right? You need to recognize before you start doing anything. Until you don't recognize, you don't know, right? It's like when you guys are doing scanning, how do you scan? First, you recognize, okay, this person has got something in this area, then you can heal that area, right? So recognition is number one in anything. Recognition is number one. But this is self-recognition. The other person has to recognize that there are some things that they need to recognize in their life and how they can rectify it. Okay? Like if you look at Amitabh Bachchan and his wife, they don't have the best numbers in their numerology, but they do a lot of remedies. Obviously, we don't know the remedies, but I know I'm aware that they do some remedies for their marriage because their marriage is not actually considered the best. They've got the best numbers either, right? But what do? You have to do some mantras, you do some remedies. What are your remedies, right? Mantras, yantras, whatever it may be that you need to get done. Okay, make sense? But personally, I don't like giving yantra. I prefer giving a mantra because that's something that if you choose to give it up, you can give it up easily, right? While a yantra needs a lot of special care, especially in your house. You cannot bring meat in the house. You cannot have eggs in the house. You cannot eat meat in that area, type of thing. You cannot touch it when you eat meat. You cannot write it if you're, so there's a lot that goes with it. Okay. So those are your remedies in simple.
Thank you.
And don't ever take more than 2 remedies. Okay. So don't try and do the whole world's remedy. Only 2 remedies. Maximum, only 2 remedies. Okay. Don't give anybody more than 2 remedies. Okay. Certain things are, it's okay. Certain things like, okay, you're doing some donation, you are giving like mung, you can do that. That's okay. Things like that. So when you look at remedies, actually, here's a good one. And if somebody can please share this with Sapna. I had given you the Lakshmi Yantra. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's use green. We should use green pen with it. Okay. This is your best remedy, by the way. For anybody. But whoever does this, there has to be a lot of respect that is given to this, okay? Right?
How many times we do this? Like, how long? Lakshmi mantra?
You can do it every single day for the rest of your life, doesn't matter. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You do this 15 of these, right? So you can do it like this. You just keep going, right? 15 times, right? Like that.
Farzana, you had mentioned we write the 492357816 first, and then again we write
Double
492,
it.
Correct.
the double one, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
And there was something
I'm
you'd
just
written on
right.
top.
Huh?
There's something you'd written on top. Did you write something on top before we start?
No, I usually do it, or my teacher at least taught us, is you write after you are done.
After you have written, then you write, or you write first Jai Mahalakshmi, then you
You
write the
do,
grid.
well, this is how he had taught us, but it doesn't matter. You can even write it before. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
While you're writing while you're doing this, right? While you're doing it, you just recite it.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So while you're doing it, you just recite it. But this is how he had taught us, is when you are done, then you write it, because now you have completed it. But it
Mm.
doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, God doesn't say, or the universe doesn't say you say it first or last.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. As long as you have the respect to it, that's the most important thing. And you understand the concept, right? So realistically, this is like the best remedy for any issue in the world, they say. Okay. Because realistically, you're strengthening all the numbers in your grid. You're calling
Okay.
upon all the numbers in your grid.
Okay. Just going
Make
through
sense?
this. Yeah. Going through this. Since I'm not a Hindu, I just want to find out. You've written this Jai Ma Lakshmi. Is it just those words, or is there a whole prayer to it?
No, you're just saying, you're just Lakshmi is money, correct?
Yeah.
So you are praying, you're just saying, they say in English, hail to the goddess of money, right? Basically, Lakshmi is not just money. Lakshmi is wealth, right? Realistically, Lakshmi is wealth. Wealth can be of anything. Wealth in knowledge, wealth in love, wealth in anything, right? Realistically, that's what wealth is. It's just that we most of the people recognize it as money, right? But I mean, you don't, even if you don't want, you can write your guru's name, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Okay. So you can write what's his name now? Your guru, the
Master
your
Chakotsu.
yeah, you can even no, but you're a Jain, right, Satvinda? No,
No,
you're
I'm a
Punjab.
Sikh. I'm a Punjabi Sikh.
Yeah, so Guru Nanak, Guru Nanak,
Yes. Yes.
Guru. So you can even write his name. It's okay. You can say Jai Guru Nanak. Yeah, you can write. That's okay.
All
Okay,
right. Okay. Okay.
it's fine. Okay, because you are. Listen, at the end of the day, okay, at the end of the day, we are all one, as I explained to you before, right? That when you look at it, you look at this way. Okay, so we've got God. Okay, and then they say there is the tridents. Okay, the tridents in this is in Christianity. Okay, so they have got the Father, yeah, the
But
Son,
the Holy Son, called the Holy Spirit.
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay, correct. Now, if you look at Islam, okay, we say there is only one God. Okay, Allah. But we've got 99 names of Allah, which means what? There is 99 avatars of Allah. 99
Yeah.
names means there's 99 avatars of Allah. Okay. Then we go to Buddhism. Okay. And we believe in Dhamma. Dharam. Okay. A way of life, they call it. Dhamma. Okay. And we look at there is only one universal spirit, they call it. Okay. Okay. Then it's the same thing with Jain, because Jainism, okay, follows same concepts as Buddhism. Okay. It's a way of life. They call both Buddhism and Jainism is considered a way of life. Then you've got the Sikh, which believes in, did I spell it right? Yeah. Believes in Guru Nanak, yeah. But there were many gurus before him. He was
After him.
nothing. Was it after him or before him?
After him. He's number one. We have 10 gurus, but we believe in one God.
One God, right. So you believe in one God again, right?
Yeah.
Now, when we go to Hinduism, okay, again, there is the universe, we call it, okay, Adi, Para, Shakti, okay. She is the one who was the universe to begin with, okay. And then when, as time went, right, she developed Brahma, Vishnu, okay, and Maheshwara, okay. But reality is what? There's still one, right? One universal power, they call it. So it doesn't really matter. When you asked me whose name should I use, you can use, you can say, God, God help me, or God, you can even, like, what I do personally is I write, I am divinely blessed. Right? So it doesn't matter which religion it is. I'm divinely blessed. Okay? Make sense? Satwinder?
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes.
Okay. So it doesn't have to, don't listen. Like I told you, that numerology is a study in every religion. Every religion has got numerology. Every religion, whether you are Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, it doesn't matter. Okay, we all look at numbers. Numbers is a universal number. If you look at the Muslims, for example, right? We look at things like, why do they say 786? Do they even know what it means? It's a number, correct? Yet they say they don't believe in numbers. You understand? Same thing. Anywhere you go, anything you do, numbers are all over, everywhere. Okay. So our job is only to recognize how to use it. The only thing is that I learned it in the Hindu mythological format, and I understand that concept. So I'm teaching that. But realistically, it is any religion, right? If you teach it in English, English is basically, we've already got it, sun, moon, Jupiter, that is all in English, right? So don't feel that you need to follow the Hindu words to it. Like when we look at switch words, for example, when we get to that, and I'm hoping that I can share some in this lesson for you, this class for you, is switch words. We've got some switch words which are English switch words, right? Like divine guidance, divine count, like divine thanks, right? Those kinds of things. So you're saying thank you very much to somebody divinely, and you're say, for example, you've had a disagreement with somebody, and you want to say thank you for teaching me the lesson, but we are, this situation is over. You say divine thank you, right? You write it out, and you don't have to tell it to them if you don't want to, but you can write it out in a book, and you can say divine thank you for teaching me this lesson, right? So you don't have to follow the Hindu concepts. You can find a concept that works for you. Don't worry about that. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Not a problem. I'm glad you asked that question. Okay?
Yeah,
So,
all right.
like I'm studying Kabbalah as well. And Kabbalah's got numerology as well. And they look at it in a different format, right? So it is the same thing, but they look at it differently. And by the way, they all use the Chaldean grid for sound numerology, just so you know. So the Chaldean grid is used in pretty much all the numerologies, actually.
In pranic healing, we have a wheel of Kabbalah.
Kabbalah?
The
Is
wheel,
it the
yes.
wheel?
Yes.
Okay. You want to share that wheel with us? I want to see what it looks like. What does it look like? The wheel
Sorry,
of
can I
Kabbalah.
share it next time?
Yes, please do share it. I'm
Yeah.
curious to know.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's leave at this, and please do some homework. Okay. Practice. Okay. And we will come back next class next Friday again, or my time Friday or Saturday morning. Okay. And be ready. Please bring your personal your grids, okay, so that we can work on your personal year, personal month, okay. Yeah, so we can work on that, and then see, did I do all your grids for you guys? I did, didn't I sent you this yearly
No,
chart.
Not mine.
even not
Or-
mine, Rosanna.
okay, send me your dates. I will send you these charts for you so you can take a look and compare them, okay.
And
Okay.
a reminder, Farzana, for my son-in-law, Raj Kanani, you have to do it. So we can
Did you
have that
not book it?
interview with them.
Did we
I
book
have
it
booked
already?
it. Yeah, I had booked it. I mean, you had to do his grid and then we do the session with them both.
Okay. So what date did we book it for? We book it?
We haven't booked yet. You have to do the grid first for my son-in-law.
Oh, this one here. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Raj
That's in my
Kanani.
list. Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Thank
So
you, dear.
can you please book a time for not this Sunday, next Sunday, please? Just book a
Okay,
time
I'll
for
just ask
Sunday,
her.
please. Okay.
I'll ask her.
Book
Yeah.
it on the calendar. Okay. You have the calendar.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
For next Sunday, please, so that I can I have I've got like 9 that I have to process right now, and I've done most of them. So I just need to yours is on the list for sure. I just
Thank
don't
you.
know where
Yeah,
my
and then
paperwork is.
Farzana,
Yes.
the recording you sent me, the YouTube, I sent you a message that I can't open it. It says it's private. So I sent you a message to say, how do I open this? I've sent it just now again, just as a reminder.
Oh, okay, okay. Because that one you request. Okay, what I'll do is I'll send you the recording directly. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The reason why I had kept it private was, but it says that you should be able to see it with just the link. It doesn't allow you to do that.
No, it doesn't. You sent me a YouTube link, but I can't open it. It just says it's private.
Okay. Okay, so let me take a look because it should allow. Okay, I will send it. I will email it to you. Okay.
Okay. I sent you a reminder just in case. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Send me a reminder to send you the email. I'll send it to you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Oh,
you.
all right.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome.